So, what's the future at Joe Gibbs Racing? How much longer are you going to race?
I don't know.
You haven't even thought about it?
No, I've definitely thought about it. But I just, I talked with my crew chief yesterday about this, and I says, I'm going to win my last start. So I won't. Hopefully it's meaningful. Hopefully it's a meaningful start.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're going to win a race and go, is this one I'm supposed to quit?
I don't know.
You're going to know when you get out?
I just don't want the performance to decline to where I don't think I can win every week. That's when I'm going to be
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Yeah. And
so I think that
the numbers would suggest you got about 2 years.
Yeah.
Whose numbers?
So when I was retiring, I did some math.
Yeah. Yeah. The analytics, would tell you that. I guess the analytics say that 39 to 40 is really a sweet spot.
It is.
And then you lose a little, then you lose a little, and then you lose a fair amount, and then you lose a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, Father Time is undefeated for certain. Your just reactions get a little slower, and I don't know. I mean, what's it feel out there right now? I mean, you're running Xfinity races, or you're like, God damn, these guys are crazy.
Yeah, I get my ass kicked when I get in that car. Yeah, I mean, watching. I've always kind of been curious of what is it that the driver's losing, right? What is it that's causing? And there's injury. There's the car itself is not fast. A guy gets out of great equipment and gets in okay equipment and gets in shit equipment if they keep racing.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I won't be able to do it.
You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But but I've always wondered, physically, what is it that drivers lose? And I think a lot of it is they aren't willing to take the risks that are necessary. That, and they also stop doing the work in the week. All the things you got to do it every day.
No doubt. I've said that many times. I don't even consider myself a top 100 talent in our sport, but I've just worked really, really hard at my craft, and that's what's carried me. Between that and having one of the best teams in the garage every week, that's why I don't want to get in a worse car, because it's going to expose me in a big way. So I just don't want. I'd rather just kind of keep things as they are, and when that's done, then I'll be done.
Yeah. So your cars get better. You see a couple more races like Kansas. Sponsor walks in. You've got 2-5 solid years left of where you're willing to put in the commitment and the work behind the wheel that it's going to take to run well. Would you go drive for your own team? Would that be more interesting to you?
Not if FedEx extends. Yeah. I think that I would like to retire at Gibbs with FedEx. Gotcha. Because it's so unique to have a sponsor that has been part of the sport as long as they have and backed me as long as they have.
Sure.
There's just no way I could leave them. I mean, maybe at that point, then I just run 1 or 2 races or something within. I wouldn't win my last race probably, but I would like to retire at Gibbs with FedEx. But if things change, then things change, and then you got to reevaluate.
Yeah, you'll know when it's time to retire because you run out of. You kind of when you're at 0. That's I must be in my last year.
There's something to that.
Yeah. Did you like that conversation with Denny Hamlin? Well, you ought to listen to the entire podcast because the Dale Jr. Download is available on all major podcast platforms.